So Kane here is going to be taking a top tier 50K challenge, and we're going to be keeping up with the progress of it and showing you guys what happens. Now, I ask you, how are you feeling about this challenge and what are your goals? Welcome to Top Tier Trader. I'm your host, Grant Hardy, and we have a special guest and a good friend of mine today that we're going to be interviewing about his experience trading and taking challenges. His name is Chris. He's been trading for a few years now. He's a part of a lot of this behind the scenes that we have going on. And he's going to dive in on exactly what happened, how he went from being very profitable to losing, going negative in the account and coming back, and now he's going to be getting his first payout here very soon. So Chris, man, how you doing?
Pretty good. Pretty good. It's been a journey with that account. It has. Yeah, so it was six-figure account, brought it up 14,000 first month. And then we always talk about this, that like trading is what, 20% analysis, 80% psychology. After that first month, I'm doing good. I'm feeling great mentally, physically. I'm working out. And then I went through some rough times. Like went through a breakup. It was rough. And as soon as like my mind wasn't in it, that's when everything went down. And I went from 14,000 positive to about 8,000 negative in that six-figure account. Brought it down to like 92K.
So you lost like 22,000.
Yes.
Wow.
Over the course of like a couple months. And then, time moves on, I get better, got back into the gym, doing good for myself. And then sure enough, the account reflected it. I'm profitable now. I brought the account back.
Okay.
Last month, been profitable every week, great trades. And it's been a journey, but yeah, I'm excited to make this withdrawal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So looking back now, what would you have changed, and you can combine everything as far as your trading, your strategy, what happened in your personal life, right? What would you have changed? What was the lessons that you learned from having money, being able to pay yourself, but, not, and then doing all these other things that went, against you? What would you change?
Just to be more self-aware, an acknowledgement of like, I'm not in the right headspace. Like, I should probably just take a step back from the markets. But it was like, it almost was a battle with
like
myself.
A comfort for you?
Yeah, it was like, well, I can make money, and maybe that could help, and then to lose the money, that's like, counterproductive. And, but yeah, definitely self-awareness.
Okay.
There are times where you need to take a step back.
So you still have the funded account,
Mm-hmm.
right? And now, when are you going to be eligible to withdraw, and like how soon are you going to be able to do that?
I could withdraw now. I got a little bit of extra money in there, so.
What's holding you back from doing it now?
Really nothing. I'm probably gonna do that this week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come by me, yeah.
So what were you trading during the time of, from the time you built the account and, you had $14,000-$15,000 of withdrawal to, you losing? Did you change anything from being profitable to losing?
Actually, yes. I increased my leverage. Like I went up to 14,000 in profit using only one standards per each trade. And that way, if there was drawdown, like I could stick with it. It was like, if it hasn't broken my analysis yet,
right,
I wouldn't be too scared. But then I increased my lot sizes, going 2 standards, 3 standards. And then the drawdown that would have been pretty minuscule in the account was now looking huge, and then like, I don't know anymore, and then the emotions get to you and take the losses.
Right.
And then be right on the trade more times than not.
The emotions.
Yes, the emotions.
Get you every time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, so you upped your leverage, right?
Mm-hmm.
All of a sudden you started losing. Now you built the account back, and now you can withdraw again.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to tell us how much if you don't want to. But what did you change from that point until now to get profitable again?
Well, I started taking less trades because I was hopping in on trades just in and out. And I was doing more, going back to my basics of like, I'm not a scalper. I'm a 50 pip stop loss, 150 pip take profit guy. Mm-hmm. That's just where I'm at with trading. And like, so I just kind of went back to those roots where I'm taking the long-term trades.
What you
only
understand, your strategy, what you know.
Yes.
Okay. And what pairs were you trading doing that?
Euro USD really hit for me this last couple weeks. And I did some gold trades that did well. NZD, AUD pairs. I was kind of all
trading
over.
a lot.
I'm
a
kind of
lot of
all
different
over.
things.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't like the yen.
No. So you
The
stay
yen
away
gets
from
me.
GJ,
Yes, I stay away
AJ.
from the yen. It gets me every time.
Okay. So for those of you that don't know, Chris and I are really good friends, and you know, we trade a lot together. We have, you know, common interests, hobbies. We work together, and I've seen him go through these stages of like literally, hey, I just made an extra 15 grand this month, and then, you know, he didn't pay himself like I told him to, and then losing it and going through the wide range of the emotional roller coaster that trading can be, to coming back to finally, you know, pulling through and being able to pay himself. So for those of you that are trying to get funded, that are profitable, pay yourself. You know, don't get wrapped up in the greed around it. You know, if your livelihood isn't relying on trading itself, then pay yourself. You know, use it for other things. I'm sure, you know, you could use it towards bills, car note, maybe a trip that you want to do. You know, use it as extra money. Maybe you want to invest it. You know, I don't know, depending on your withdrawal or your investment. There's so many different things, but paying yourself is extremely, extremely important. And I'm really happy that you came on. It's cool that we got to do this in person as well. And I'm happy that you built the account back, and you're going to get, you know, your first payout coming soon. And I can see that you've learned lessons, and I'm excited to see what happens moving forward. So Kane here is going to be taking a top tier 50K challenge, and we're going to be keeping up with the progress of it and showing you guys what happens. Now, I ask you, how are you feeling about this challenge, and what are your goals?
Goals. So I'm thinking about it like doing the one standard thing, right? Because it's what, 10%? Mm-hmm. So I think over the course of a month, I can grow at 10%, dropping one standard, you know, 500 pips. That's all I need to get. So if I could just take 2 or 3 good trades a week, really stick to my analysis, try to find what I'm looking for.
Right.
That over the course of this month, I should be able to pass this.
So you're going to try and utilize the entire month.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna over leverage the account and try to win it in one go.
I've reviewed a lot of accounts of people that have failed, and it's always the same thing, like people trying to pass it in 2 or 3 days. So I think your outlook, everything, you know, your strategy, you already know exactly what you're going to be doing going into it, so you're already ahead of the game. Not to mention you're already on a funded account as well. Mm. So I'm really excited to see what happens. We're going to keep all of you guys updated on this account. And remember to like and subscribe. Drop your comments. Let us know. Maybe give Chris here some tips on what to do. Maybe give me some tips. You know, there's a lot of people that know a lot of different things out there. We love to hear it. So with that being said, remember, don't live to trade, trade to live.